Direct News TV. April 9, 2024. Russia-Ukraine War Live News, UK's Cameron to press US Congress on Kyiv aid. UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron will meet US Secretary of State Antony Blinken on a trip to Washington, D.C. to press Congress on an aid package for Ukraine. Cameron earlier met Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump in Florida. Ukraine says air defense systems destroyed 20 attack drones launched by Russia overnight targeting 7 Ukrainian regions. Zelensky pleads for air defense systems to protect Kharkiv from Russia's constant terror. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Kharkiv needs a robust defense to counter Russia's attacks. The world has no right to remain indifferent while Russia deliberately destroys the city on a daily basis and murders people in their homes, Zelensky wrote on X. Ukraine needs greater air defense. I am grateful to everyone who is there for our people, eliminating the consequences of shelling, assisting, supporting, and working hard to keep normal life in Ukrainian cities. IAEA chief sees no direct threat after drone attack near Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, says it was told about a drone attack near the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, but there was no direct threat. Reported explosion consistent with IAEA team's observations. No direct threat to nuclear safety this time, but latest incident again underlines extremely serious situation, Director General Rafael M. Grossi said, the IAEA said on X. Russia claims Ukraine's shelling of Kherson killed 3 people. The Russian-installed regional head of the occupied Kherson region of Ukraine says 3 people were killed due to Ukrainian shelling a day earlier. On the evening of April 8, militants fired at an apartment building in Kakhovka on Lytinaya Street. As a result, 2 people died, 1 was urgently hospitalized at a local hospital, Vladimir Saldo wrote on Telegram. He added that shortly afterwards, there was a terrorist attack on a residential high-rise building. Emergency ministry employees rescued 7 people from a burning house. Unfortunately, 1 person died, he said. Ukraine dismisses 2 military commanders. Ukrainian lawmaker Alexei Goncharenko has announced on Telegram the dismissal of Andrei Kovalchuk and Sergei Litvinov, the commanders of the Southern and Western Command Centers of the Ukrainian Army, respectively. Official documents about the change of commanders have not yet been published. Goncharenko did not name the reason behind the dismissals. In March, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Oleksandr Syrsky, announced personnel changes in the Ukrainian Army. He said the changes were due to the fact that some brigades managed to hold back attacks and hold positions, while others do not. US refuses to listen to Moscow over Kyiv's NATO bid, Russian envoy. Russian ambassador to the US Anatoly Antonov says Washington refuses to listen to Moscow about its opposition to Ukraine's NATO membership, according to the state news agency TASS. Dissemination by US officials of statements about Ukraine's membership in the alliance only confirm that unconditional victory of the Russian armed forces on the battlefield is the only right option for us, he said. Ukraine's entry into NATO is unacceptable to us under any circumstances. This is a threat to Russia's national security, Antonov claimed. Only politicians ignorant of the fundamental interests of the Russian Federation can expect that we could accept Kyiv's accession into a bloc which is hostile to us, he added. On Monday, a spokesperson for the U.S. Department of State, Matthew Miller, said Ukraine's accession to NATO was possible after the war. Ukraine attacks Russia's aviation factory in Voronezh, report. Ukraine's military spy agency GUR has hit a primary production facility of a Russian aviation factory in the Voronezh region, according to a Ukrainian intelligence source cited by the Reuters news agency. Earlier, Russia's defense ministry said 2 drones were downed over the region. The source told Reuters that the 711th Aviation Repair Plant in Borisoglovsk was hit but did not provide details of the scale of the damage. IAEA board to discuss attacks near Russian-held Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant. 3 diplomats say a meeting of the UN nuclear watchdog's 35-nation board of governors are to discuss attacks on the Russian-held Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine on Thursday. While the International Atomic Energy Agency has yet to announce a date for the meeting, the board's rules state that any country on it, including Russia, can call one. On Monday, Russia's ambassador to the IAEA said that Russia had done so. Russia says it downed Ukrainian anti-ship missile and 4 drones. The Russian Ministry of Defense says a Ukraine-launched anti-ship Neptune missile has been downed over the Black Sea, and 4 drones over the Belgorod and Voronezh regions. Duty air defense systems destroyed 4 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles over the territories of the Belgorod, 2 UAVs, and Voronezh, 2 UAVs, regions, and, the Neptune, Ukrainian missile was destroyed over the Black Sea off the coast of the Crimean Peninsula, the ministry said on Telegram. More from meeting between top diplomats of Russia and China. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says Russia and China have agreed to discuss ways to deepen security cooperation across Europe and Asia, countering the U.S. attempts to impose its will on the region. Following talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi, Lavrov said Putin suggested strengthening Eurasian security. He added China and Russia had agreed to start a dialogue with the involvement of our other like-minded people on this issue. For a long time, there was a Euro-Atlantic security structure in the form of NATO, of course, as well as the OSCE, but it is striking itself out from the list of relevant structures within which it is possible to conduct meaningful negotiations and agree on something based on a balance of interests, Lavrov said. Wang also said the two countries should oppose hegemonism and any small circle that engages in bloc confrontation. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.